is no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Time again for the Underdog Show, starring that champion of champions, Underdog.
When criminals in this world appear and bring the laws that they should fear and frighten all who see or hear, the cry goes up both far and near for Underdog. 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 Speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting all who love or plunder. Underdog.
At the Royal Palace, King Leonardo was doing his daily exercises.
Sire, an important visitor to see you. Dr. S.O. Essex.
Doctor, I'm feeling fine.
Not a medical doctor, sire. Dr. Essex is in charge of our historical museum.
Oh, well, in that case.
Look outside.
Thank you, True Blue Odie. I must have leaned a little bit off course.
Of course. Shall I send in Dr. Essex, sire?
Oh, by all means, by all means.
Good afternoon, Your Majesty. I bear important news. I am almost certain I know the location of the very ancient, very valuable brass monkey.
The brass monkey?
The brass monkey?
Yes, the brass monkey.
Well, if you know where it is, why don't you have someone go and get it?
Too dangerous. The brass monkey lies at the bottom of Monkey Canyon. And to get there, one must go down Monkey River, past Monkey Falls, and then into the heart of Monkey Jungle.
Yes, it does sound like a lot of monkey business.
But the reward would be worth the danger. We could go ourselves, sire.
What?
The people would love you more than ever, sire.
Well, I suppose so. All right, we'll go after the brass monkey.
And so it was that King Leonardo and Odie Cologne were soon ready for an exciting new adventure.
Well, how do we get the canoe to Monkey River?
I'm afraid we must carry it, sire.
Carry it?
Yes, sire.
Oh, very well. If we must, we must. How long before we reach Monkey River, Odie?
By my calculations, sire, it should be soon.
Well, I certainly hope so. If I have to carry this heavy canoe much further, I think I'll... Help! Help!
Coming, sire! Coming!
Thank you, True Blue Odie. But where's our canoe?
Up there, sire. Up, up. Look out, sire! It's falling!
Luckily, the canoe missed our heroes, and they were soon inside their boat and ready to start down Monkey River.
Here, I'll paddle, Odie. Good exercise for me.
Beg pardon, sire, but, well, I don't think you know your own strength. We're moving around in a circle.
Oh. Yes, of course. Confounded, I don't know my own strength.
Yes, sire. That's it, Your Majesty. Perfect.
Good. Now I'll just switch to the other side. True Blue Odie must have fallen asleep. Well, he deserves the rest. I can handle them below.
But can he? Little does King Leonardo know that just around the next turn lie dangerous swirling waters. And at the end of this, the giant monkey falls. With Odie unconscious, how can the king possibly stop the canoe? Will he and Odie go over the falls? Is this the end? We'll find out in our next episode, The Big Falling Out.
As our story opens, we find Tennessee, as usual, with a problem.
This is ridiculous, Chumley. I came all the way up here from the South Pole to get warm, and I'm freezing. We gotta find some way to... Hey, look at Flunky. Flunky, where are you going with that beat-up old stove?
I'm taking it to the dump.
Well, get rid of it right here. Flunky, old boy, it's exactly what we need. Just back right up and...
Well, I don't know, Tennessee, on account of Mr. Livingston said to take it to the dump.
This is a dump. In fact, it's one of the dumpiest dumps I ever saw. Now, don't worry about a thing.
And soon, by fast talking, Tennessee became the new owner of an old stove.
All right, Chumley, let's get it set up. You crawl up the ladder, and I'll hand you these sections of pipe. Ready?
Okay, Tennessee. Pitch the pipe. I made it funny. I said...
Chumley.
Okay, Tennessee.
1, 2, 3.
Whoops, look out.
Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Now, just you watch it, Chumley. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a butter-fingered walrus.
Okay, Tennessee.
Chumley, is the stovepipe all clean?
I don't know. I'll see. All clean now, Tennessee.
Well, there it is, Chumley. All set up. Now we're really going to be warm at last.
But where are we going to get the coal?
Oh, we'll just use some of old Fuss Budget's. He'll never miss it.
No, he won't he?
Hello, Stanley. I was just telling Chumley here.
I heard what you were just telling Chumley, and now I'm going to tell you. No coal. Don't you dare touch my coal.
But, Stanley, I'm freezing.
But you're supposed to be freezing. You're a penguin, remember? Penguins like the cold. They come from the South Pole.
But that's why I left the South Pole, to get warm. Now, how about filling the coal bin, Stanley?
No, not one lump.
But what about our stove?
Plant flowers in it for all I care, but don't go near my coal, and that's final. Who ever heard of a penguin sitting next to a stove? Silliest thing I ever heard of.
Gee, hey, Tennessee, what are we going to do now?
Chumley, Tennessee Tuxedo will not fail. We'll start our own coal mine.
But we don't know nothing about mining coal, Tennessee.
No, but Mr. Whoopi does. He knows everything.
Well, how are we going to get out to see Mr. Whoopi?
We'll use a brand new escape plan I just thought of. Operation Slingshot. All right, Chumley, I fastened the inner tube to the tree. Now crank it up. Now, when I say fire, we'll pull the release pin and take off. Ready? Aim, fire!
I thought you said we were going over the wall.
We'll just have to set our sights a little higher, that's all. Ready? Aim, fire! Finish J. Whoopi's office, my good man, and step on it.
And a short time later, our heroes were in the office of Phineas J. Whoopi, the man with all the answers.
So, you want to learn about coal mining? Well, that's a pretty deep subject. Get it? But the three-dimensional blackboard should be able to help us out. Now, let me see. Where did I put that 3D BB? In the closet, I guess. Yes, here it is. The fabulous, fantastic, phenomenal 3D BB. Now, even though coal looks like black rocks, it is made from plants. It was formed during the Coal Age about 200 million years ago. There were great swamp forests in those days. When the big trees and firs in the swamp died, they fell into the water. These dead plants made a layer on the bottom, and this layer became covered with mud. New trees grew and the whole cycle was repeated. As the layers built up over millions of years, the weight squeezed the dead trees into what we call coal.
Very good, Mr. Whoopi, but how do we get coal out of the ground now?
Yes, well, when man discovered coal would burn, he started to mine it. He dug deep shafts into the earth, and then he dug tunnels out into the layers of coal. They have railroad tracks in them so that the coal can be hauled out in little cars. When the miners arrive for work, they put on their safety helmets with lights on the front.
Remember that, Chumley. Before we start our mine, we have to be lightheaded.
Yes. Then the miners go down the shaft in very fast elevators. They get into the cars and go to the end of the tunnels. Here they crack out the coal, sometimes with a pick and shovel, sometimes with explosives, but most often with big cutting machines. When the cars are full, they are hauled up to the top of a building called a breaker and dumped. In the breaker, it is broken into different sizes and sent down chutes into waiting coal cars, which carry it to power plants to produce electricity.
To manufacturing plants.
And to houses for use in stoves.
That's us, Chumley. Coal for stoves. Phineas J. Whoopi, you're the greatest. Come on, Chumley.
But wait! Coal mining is no job for amateurs.
Let's start right here, Chumley. Then when we find coal, it'll be handy for the stove. Chumley.
Oh, excuse me, Tennessee. I'll shovel you right out.
Working steadily, our two heroes soon had a shaft and a tunnel.
Gee, Tennessee, we've been digging a long time. Where's the coal?
Never fear, Tennessee Tuxedo will not fail.
And no sooner had he said that than he did indeed strike coal.
What did I tell you? Coal, Chumley. Black diamonds. I guess we'll show Stanley Livingston a thing or two.
Yes, he'd show Stanley all right, because what he had done was to dig his tunnel right into Stanley's coal bin. Using a wagon and a bucket, they soon had all Stanley's coal in their own coal bin.
Well, Chumley, that ought to do it for the time being. We'll just pull this old carpet over the shaft, so if Stanley comes in, he won't start asking questions.
But Stanley in his office was already asking questions.
Flunky, what's happened to the new furnace? It's freezing in here.
We're all out of coal.
Impossible. I just had the coal bin filled.
Well, it's empty now, boss. Somebody dug a tunnel and hauled it all away.
Somebody dug it. Now, who would do a thing like that? Who would... Tennessee Tuxedo. Oh, wait till I get my hands on him.
This is the life, Chumley. If Stanley could only see us now.
Yeah, I do see you, Tennessee, and that's my coal you're burning.
Ha! The joke's on you, Stanley. We dug a tunnel and mined our own coal.
You tunneled right into my coal bin. That's what you did. Oh,
Now, wait, Stanley, wait. We just wanted to keep warm.
Warm, is it? I'll keep you warm, all right.
And Stanley kept his word.
Well, this is a hot one, Chumley.
Gee, Tennessee, you said you wanted to keep warm.
Chumley, sometimes you really burn me up.
The calm and quiet of the great city was suddenly broken.
Help! I've been robbed!
All across the city, someone was stealing chewing gum. And as the last of the gum began to disappear, hysteria set in throughout the city.
I'm a telephone operator. How can I talk without gum to chew?
How can I have fun at the movies if there's no gum to stick under the seat?
I'm a plumber. What am I going to use to plug up holes in the pipes?
At police headquarters, Officer Flynn Flanagan had this to say.
It's a sticky business, this. Sure, it must be the work of the fox. I'm calling the hunter.
Hello?
Yo, Hunter here. Have nose, will hunt. What's that? Chewing gum. Well, now, I'll have to chew on that a bit. Yeah, that's a joke, I say. Oh, of course, Flanagan. I'll get right on it.
Immediately, the mighty hunter rushed out to work on the case. The hunter put his uncanny nose to work and came up with his first clue.
Dear, did the baby take my art gum eraser?
Gum? Did he say gum?
It's okay, dear.
All right, you wily, clever fox. Take off that silly disguise.
Listen, Sherlock, I'm Hot Hands Harris, the famous artist. Get out of here.
You can't fool me, Fox. I'm taking you in.
Discovering that the artist only used art gum to erase his mistakes, the hunter hit a new trail. Deep in the backwoods, he overheard.
Yes, sir. Old Hillbilly Hatcher chews more than any fella I ever met. Always chewing, he is.
Chewing, son? Did you say this Hatcher fella chews?
No, every minute of every day.
Uh-huh. Where can I find him?
That's him, right out there.
All right, Fox. Spit out that gum and come along with me.
This ain't gum, it's chewing tobacco.
You can't fool me, Fox. Come along or I'll... You!
Later, in a small restaurant, the weary hunter stepped in for a bite to eat.
I'll have the gumbo.
Gumbo? So you're selling the gum in here, are you? Take off that apron, Fox, and come with me.
Your jike gumbo is soup.
Don't trifle with me, Fox. Come along or...
See what I mean? Soup.
And while the hunter continued his intensive investigation, where was the gum? What was the fox up to?
Here you are, friends. Get your own personal chew gun Charlie. Everybody needs one. Anyone following you? Friend, enemy, husband, wife? Get rid of them by introducing them to Chew Gun Charlie. They shake hands and they're stuck with it. Get yours now. Only $10. Uh-oh.
I say, fellas, any of you by chance seen the fox? Well, speak up. I'm the hunter on a big case. Don't gum up the works, fellas. Yeah, that's a joke. I say, oh, no sense of humor, huh? All right, then. Either speak up or I'm going to bop you one. That's what I said. Take this. Let go of my hand, you. Take this. Why, you, I'll just...
Stop it, you boob. You're wrecking the place.
Hunter, so you've done it again. The fox and all the gum. How did you ever do it?
By sticking with it, son. Yeah. Those fellas didn't want to talk. But I just hauled off and gave them my old 1-2, like this. Let go there. I say let go. I'm going to have to get it. Let go of me
there. In our last episode, while the king was doing his daily exercise, Dr. S.O. Essex, head of the Bongo Congo Historical Museum, told King Leonardo that he had located the very ancient, very valuable brass monkey.
Well, if you know where it is, why don't you have someone go and get it?
Too dangerous. The brass monkey lies at the bottom of Monkey Canyon. And to get there, one must go down Monkey River, past Monkey Falls, and then into the heart of Monkey Jungle.
Yes, it does sound like a lot of monkey business.
But the reward would be worth the danger. We could go ourselves, sire.
What?
The king had finally agreed to go. Unfortunately, however, once on Monkey River, the king had accidentally knocked Odie Cologne unconscious. And now, around the next turn, the canoe would be heading into the treacherous waters of the giant Monkey Falls.
I don't know why anyone should be afraid to come on this trip. Nothing to it. Look at True Blue, sleeping like a baby. Confound it, what's happening? Who turned up the water? Oh, no. That's the waterfall ahead.
The king paddled furiously, But slowly, like a magnet, the great falls drew the little canoe closer and closer.
Odie! Wake up, Odie! Wake up!
But Odie did not hear. And now the canoe was hopelessly out of control. King Leonardo made one last desperate effort. He tossed their anchor toward a jutting rock. Yes, the throw missed, but the force of the falling anchor dropped over the falls, flipped the entire canoe, and tossed the King and Odie far away from the crushing falls below.
What happened, sire? A little accident, Odie. We've lost our canoe. I guess we'll have to make for the riverbank and walk to Monkey Canyon.
And I think we better hurry, sire. Look. Alligator.
Yow! Most confounded.
But at least we swam in the right direction. See, sire?
Why, it's Monkey Canyon. Bravo for us.
And after a brief rest, our heroes were ready to start the dangerous journey down into Monkey Canyon.
We lost our rope with the canoe, sire. We'll have to use this vine instead.
Good. I'll just tie this end around this tree. There now. That does it.
Perhaps we should test the knot first, sire, just in case.
Nonsense. When I tie a knot, I tie a knot. Now come along, Odie. Remember, I was recently the leader of the Bongo Boy Scout troop. When I tie a knot, I tie... Oh! Confound it. That square knot must have been a granny.
Yes, indeed, sire. It's lucky these trees broke our fall. We can climb down and...
Look, true blue Odie. The brass monkey.
Yes, they had found the famous brass monkey, but it was huge, far bigger than they had imagined. How will they get it out of the canyon? And, as if this were not problem enough, up above them, two villainous villains were watching. It looks like big trouble for the King and Odie. What new evil did Biggie plot? Don't miss the next adventure of the King and Odie.
Oh.